Humanity is going through an extraordinary transformation. We are evolving as a species. Through all of our experiences that we've had, we're determining what we want in our lives and what we don't want. And we've had a lot of what we don't want. And humanity is beginning to awaken, to become more conscious, to recognize that we don't want this form of government. We don't want this control. What we want is more freedom. We want more ability to be creative, to shape our lives the way that we want to be more aligned with nature, be more aligned with our authenticity, to be more aligned with natural laws rather than artificial ones. And there is a natural progression that's going on in the world at the moment, where grassroots movements are changing and demanding change in a really non-violent way, and people are waking up. And corporations are waking up, not the big ones so much, but the smaller ones, small to medium enterprises. Families are saying, we need a better world. We don't want more of stuff, but we want better education. We want better facilities. We want a better distribution of wealth. We want a better distribution of access to resources. And so in this waking up process, we're offering an opportunity to look at how you can bring this about in your personal life, how you might bring it into your family and expand it into your business and eventually into corporations. So it's the human metamorphosis, where we're changing from the caterpillar that's been gorging itself. We're in the quantum soup now of the process of changing into a butterfly, where we can really fly to greater heights, no longer shackled by fear and separateness and superiority, but being true human beings, dipping in and releasing our fullest potential. We've actually defined there are 9 elements of wealth that go beyond just financial wealth and asset wealth, but the living, experiential, our spiritual wealth, our community wealth, sense of emotional wealth and intelligent wealth. And we've sort of fabricated those together to be able to, what could we put together as a workshop that where people have said, look, I feel like I've got a grip on this financial wealth, but that's not everything. There's got to be more to life than just making money and getting more assets. What is it? Where do I go from here? And we're providing the answers and the avenues for them to step into another form of wealth or another forms of wealth. We've created a beautiful environment that is flowing, it's natural, it's a reflection of nature, and it's a place of learning, it's a place of expansion, it's a place of growth, it's a place of healing. Well, we've noticed almost instantaneously that people, the stress of modern life and modern business and family and cities just starts to melt off very, very quickly. And they start to assimilate into the energy of nature that is all around us. It's pervading this energy, which is resonant with who we are at the deepest core. So people start to feel, they actually say, I feel like I'm home. And we've created a space that feels homely, that feels welcoming. But it's also the environment and what we've done here to create that feeling of being home. And people can drop all the pretense and just sit into this authentic self. It takes a little bit of time, some for others. Businessmen and CEOs take a little bit of time because they're firmly ingrained in the left hemisphere, and this is very much a right hemisphere sort of experience. Water is a reminder of spirit. Spirit gets everywhere. Our bodies are 85% water. Water, if left still, will become stagnant and lifeless. And it's a reminder, we have water all through the property that's moving, that we need to continue moving on our path. Otherwise we'll stagnate and become lifeless. So water's been a major theme in the architecture and within the garden, the landscaping. And organic materials that remind us of Mother Nature. Everything has come from nature. I found that the basis of Bali is twofold, as strange as this might sound. It's imbued with this extraordinary creativity. There is a flow of creativity here that spans from art, stonework, wood carving, the decorations, the flower decorations, the ceremony, the clothing, the food. It's all highly creative, more so than I've ever experienced anywhere else in the world. And I was drawn to that because I wanted to create something. I wanted to create a center, and I wanted to create a new form of humanity that was no longer steeped in fear, but was steeped in an essence of love, of sharing, caring, compassion, kindness. And this place makes it very easy to do that, really easy to do that. The goal is to take us from one plateau to another, to a more advanced state of looking at ourselves, our families, our businesses, to a more conscious place, a more loving place, a more expansive, a more sharing, compassionate place, so that we're not fixated on just one or two elements of our life. We're looking at a very holistic approach, and it will approach our health. We'll take a look at our health and wellness. We'll take a look at every aspect of our life, and we'll have the opportunity and provide the tools for people to have a deeply rich experience of life. Rather than just seeing just the tip of the iceberg, we incorporate the whole iceberg. So it's a very much expanded view of life.